Welcome to the second installment of the Rip James the second installment of Imagination Kills. Shout out to my man Rip James. I love you, dude. Sorry, I forgot what show I was on. I'm here with my guest today. His name is Brother KP. He's the president of the Urban League?
No, sir, not by a long shot. I'm a director of one of the many programs, which happen to be the premier program at the Urban League, which is Save Our Sons. I'm director for the Ferguson Community Empowerment Center as well. I'm out there every day, doing community service and, just trying to empower the population that's there. And, it's not just for Ferguson, but it's really for the region. If they're in that area, then they can stop by, get some resources.
Yeah, man, I love your work. I'm an avid follower of you, and I want to support you as much as I can.
Thanks, need it.
I appreciate you coming out today too, man. Last minute and everything. So, what kind of services do you guys provide?
Well, at the Ferguson Community Empowerment Center, it's more or less workforce. As far as the Urban League is concerned, Save Our Sons takes participants through the 4 pillars of employment, which is how to get a job, how to keep a job, how to get promoted, how to stay marketable in the workplace. So what that looks like, it's really cool. It's like a nice crash course in workplace etiquette, doing some man-up skills, role playing. We teach in capitalism 101. Teach them, how to really think and advance yourself, because you can get a job, but if you're not educated on how to maneuver or perhaps navigate through this capitalistic system that's in this country, then you're gonna just be a dog chasing your tail. So we kind of empower them and give them financial literacy, the whole wraparound type of holistic approach that needs to happen. Taking a total community idea and bringing it together to undergird the most underserved population.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Teach them how to conduct themselves out, because it's a scary world.
Yeah.
You mentioned capitalism, man, and do you know about the credit system?
Of course.
And what it does?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it real quick just for the listeners.
For my straw man.
Yeah, right. Man, I love you, dude.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it for our listeners, but the credit system, was established by the Federal Reserve in 1914. Yes, the most gangsters there ever was. Yeah, and so what happens is the credit system requires money that doesn't exist in our economy, and so when you're paying interest on a loan, that's deflating the value of the dollar because the money doesn't exist.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
If you have 10 crayons and I have 10 crayons, and you loan me some, and you want more back than exists, it's just.
Well, you already know that story, man. Why Muammar Gaddafi was taken out.
Oh yeah.
Because of that currency, man. We printing up paper dollars, which is worth nothing, and they backing that stuff up with natural resources and things of value.
Right, real value.
Yeah, it's a real dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah, I'm glad there's people like you out there, man. Thank God every day for that. And
right on.
Yeah. So when it comes to like Muammar Gaddafi and stuff, I have this weird theory that when they enacted the Federal Reserve and they made everyone give up their gold for the paper currency, I have this weird theory. Bear with me now. You too. I look like freaking, what's that old dude? Larry King, that's who I look like. Sorry guys. Yeah, man. Props. Yeah, I have this theory that the United States, because we're told in school that the United States, was formed when our forefathers left the United Kingdom, and because they were tired of taxation without representation.
Exactly.
We're told that.
Tea party.
Yeah, we're told that story, and it's believable, and we're like, yeah, the forefathers escaped tyranny. Yeah. But the way I look at it, man, is the United Kingdom conquered North America. Call it the United States.
Yeah, annexed it and sanctioned everything.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I bet it smelled bad too when they did it because of all that death.
My goodness.
But
carnage, holy carnage.
Yeah, it sucks for them. But let me finish real quick. We're like a workforce / military for the United Kingdom, I feel like.
Basically.
And all the gold ended up over there. Have you seen those pictures of the Queen in her basement with just racks and racks on gold?
Yeah. Why do you think every U.S. president usually has to the Vatican and kneel and kiss the ring.
Right.
It's like, yeah. It's so clear if you really know what you're looking for with your third eye, not just, seeing stuff for face value. That's why I talk about perception isn't always reality.
Man.
You always gotta see. I don't listen to what a person's saying as much as I listen to what they forget to say.
Their intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little nervous. It's my second podcast ever.
So good, man.
A little weird. But yeah, that propaganda is
Yeah.
what people need to look out for. What you're saying, that perception, because the way they did it, they teach all our children. It's mandatory.
Right.
That the story of the forefathers, and it's like, the Germans were masters of propaganda. And
Yeah.
you get further down that rabbit hole, and it's pretty scary stuff.
Man, yeah. That's why I do what I do, man. In the midst of all this blighted crap that's happening in society, just try to be a change that I want to see out there. Because people can complain, but if you're not chipping in and you're not making any effort, then you really don't have no voice.
Yeah, you don't have stock in the game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys get some skin in the game.
Well, they say, what's that saying you were just referring to about kind of like if you don't vote, you can't complain about the president?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that, but that's got a few more, things involved with that, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to at least have some proper candidates for the voting to be maximized.
It's a wild world, man.
Yeah.
It is wild.
And when you think about it, the forefathers said that no government should be bigger than the people anyway.
Exactly.
So I think it's time for us to really get the upper staff and see some real changes, man.
Yes, power. Preach that, man.
Yeah.
I think there's an awakening happening. I've heard people talk about it, and just, if you go around and talk to most people on the streets, they're pretty aware of a lot of these things that are going on.
Right.
Not all of them are aware of everything, but you can mention whatever you want to call it, Illuminati or whatever.
Being woke or whatever.
Yeah, woke movement.
Yeah, don't get too caught up in that Illuminati stuff though, because it'll have you chasing after Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know what I mean? You really got to focus on what it's really saying. And the triad organization, the 1% that controls everything, that's really stuff that's beyond us. You have to really focus on what's right there in front of you and what you can control, because they'll have you conspiracy theory and all that crap, and you'll just be lost.
Well, they turn the conspiracy theories into another facet of distraction.
Exactly. So yeah, keep your eyes on the prize.
Right.
What I'm
exactly. And what you're saying too, I heard a really great quote the other day. I forget from who, but tend to the garden that's in front of you, like you basically said.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't worry about the stuff you're not going to have any effect.
No effect on it. Right. Fruitless effort.
Fruitless effort?
That's what it is.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying to pursue.
No.
I'm weird.
It's a fruitless effort to pursue something that's out of your reach and out of your control.
Super futile.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I used to do that, man. I mean, I'm sure you've grown as a person in your life, and
360.
It's weird when you're you're back to where you started.
360, but it's in a good way though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good way. I started out wholesome, so to speak, but the community grew up being real tainted, and get you influence, and different things will shape your direction. But it's all about focus, like I said, and realizing everything you go through is really just a step in life for you to learn from.
It's hard for some people to remember when they're in those trying times.
Yeah.
That this is gonna pass and it's gonna help you.
Yeah, you gotta stay steadfast though, and just really have that determination. You gotta have determination, because you gotta have talent, you gotta have education, but you don't have drive, which is that ultimate vehicle to carry forward. You take it what face down.
Well, and the crazy thing is, most people don't even know what they want.
Exactly.
It's like you got to be honest with yourself, completely honest with yourself, and that's a practice.
Yeah.
I'm still practicing it.
Yeah.
Once you find out what you really want, try new things.
Right, man. I mentor in high schools, and I talk to kids it's like between age 15 and maybe 18.
Those are high school ages.
Yeah, and they don't know what they want, which is okay to a certain extent. But once you get out of high school, it's almost like you have to hit the ground running. So you have to start dreaming. And I say 10 years of doing anything, or 10,000 hours of doing anything with a professional.
Master that skill.
Master the skill, man, and get something that will always be around. So you gotta have your pragmatic hustles or your career pursuits, but have your abstract things, your hobby jobs, your more entrepreneurial spirit as well, because in the climate that we're in economically, you never know, a job can get swept from under your feet.
Oh yeah.
Without a moment's notice.
The way technology is advancing, which by the way is incredible. You know, it's changed my life. I can't imagine my life. I sit around trying to imagine.
Right,
Like
right.
if the cell phone, you know,
Yeah.
never came out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember a guy that was in his 80s talking about he never needed a cell phone, but once he got it, it's like, nah, they're inseparable. It's like
Yeah.
these twins.
It
you know?
changes your life,
Yeah.
really. And I didn't realize it when I got it years ago. That
Joined at the hip.
it changed my life.
Right.
Let me match your body language here to make you more comfortable.
No, I'm good, man.
No,
I'm just swag, man. You know
So
what I'm
much
saying? That's
swag.
what I do. I'm like my dad, he hold himself just like that.
Yeah. You're real close to your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem like you have pretty strong convictions, like someone who
Yeah, family, man. I'm a family guy, you know, but I'm a revolutionary type of person. I feel like what best describes me is Renaissance, man.
Yes, that's why you're here, dude.
Yeah.
Because I see it.
Yeah, I like to change it up. I don't get complacent, and I never stop moving, you know, and just obsessing about what I want.
Yeah, movement is life.
Mm-hmm.
And when you focus on those goals, the people that aren't heading the same direction will fall away, and the people who
Absolutely.
are will find you.
Show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Dang it, the top five.
Yeah.
What's that other saying? May the waters rise to you, or something.
Something like
Road
that.
rise to you. Yeah.
You George W. in that one.
Strategic.
Right.
Feel me.
Fool me once.
I'm gonna go to my daddy's farm and do some cocaine, pet the horses.
Hell nah. Hey, it's a real world out there.
So doing pretty good, Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a cheese pizza.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Just don't bring money.
But I love Monica.
I did now, could now.
Sometimes it turns into Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Right.
The basis of this show is a comedy show.
Okay.
Because I try to be serious, but it just comes out funny, and no one ever takes me seriously. So,
Man, people, the biggest misconception about me is people think that I'm always serious.
yeah.
Man, I laugh maybe 50 to 60% of my time.
The fact that you put a percentage on it means you're probably too serious. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I'm really.
You're aware.
I'm
You're
a
smart.
fun dude, man. I'm just a fun dude.
I met you
back at the Ferguson Community College.
January.
Yeah, I think so. I remember. I
Yeah.
said we'd keep in touch, so here we are.
Here we are,
It's
baby.
real, man. Word's bond.
Word is bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to go to a commercial break? We're 15 minutes in. We're going to commercial break, everybody. Thank you for listening. This is Jack. He's the mind.
What's up, guys?
Doing that, you know, seeing the homeboys.
You see this guy?
Watch studios. That's what we do. Promote.
Is it playing?
SOS.
Oh, is that it?
See,
Man, you guys improved again.
from the city to the county.
Sure. You can hear it if you want to. I'm good. We're gonna come back in a second. We're gonna talk about
Daily operation. What's up? Why you salon, brother? Hey, Mama, how? Are you calling? Cam, I see you. What's up, brother Steve? Jay.
3,
My
2,
son.
1.
And we're back! That's an old SNL skit. Jimmy Fallon does that. This is the whole joke is him coming back on air and saying, and we're back! Harry Carey.
Some old saying stuff.
Yeah. Hi, folks, I'm Harry Carey. But now he's running the whatever show.
What?
So I mean, is it Zanny or is it manufactured?
You never know, man.
Are they handpicked?
Man.
Are they all related?
Possible.
Sometimes have you ever Googled all the celebrities that are related?
Yeah, it's
Scary.
yeah, the Baldwins and stuff like that.
Yeah. People you would never even dream of.
And suddenly, it's a lot of family members. Man.
Maya Rudolph, another SNL one. Her mom's like a famous singer and stuff.
It makes sense though. I mean, why not? You got a big family. I don't
Right.
see no conspiracy in it for real. Unless you're doing some crazy stuff like some nepotism situation where